good afternoon or good morning, whenever time this posts. I am the Diva D from Carved Out Divas, and we're here for another exciting interview with this young lady right here who's going to talk to me. And what is your name?
Hi, my name is Diane Luke.
Hey, and let's just tell me a little something about yourself before we get into our interview.
Okay, my name is Diane Luke. I'm the wife of Tony Luke. I've been married for 33 years. We have two adorable children. My son TJ, he's 31, and my daughter Diane is 27. And I work for the Hillsborough County Tax Collector's Office, where I'm the Director of Processing Operations. And I've been in that job for, actually this month will be 20 years that I've been in that particular position. But I've been with the Tax Collector's Office. September will be 30 years.
Wow. You close to retirement? Yeah. I asked that question because I'm so envious of people that's close to retirement. Oh, that is so exciting. Do you see why I like to talk to these women? Because that's my dream. How can I be retired? Okay, and still look this young and beautiful and youthful? I love it. Anyway, so my next question is, we always do three questions, and we ask those questions about life. What is a life lesson that you learned that took you a long time, you feel, before you mastered that lesson?
Okay. Actually, I can say that I haven't mastered it. Okay. I can only say it's marriage. Marriage is something that I got into when I was young, right out of college. I met my husband while we were in college. And we got married. I graduated in April, and we got married in December.
Wow!
And it has, like I said, it's been 33 years, and I can't say that I've mastered it, but I have learned how to allow God to be more in my marriage. When we first got married, it was us, and I'm not saying it was not us and God. It was just us. Okay. And when it is just us, you do things a lot of different ways. And one of the things that I had problems with is grudges. If my husband made me upset, I'd stop cooking.
you hold on, huh?
I did.
Are you a Leo?
I did it, huh?
Are you a Leo?
I'm a Libra.
Ooh, yeah, that's a hold on, boy. Cause Leos, we like that too. So
I was off balance.
Yes. Wow.
It could go for about almost 2 weeks.
Ooh, no, that was a couple days.
It was too long. And my husband, he would keep talking, and as if nothing was wrong, and that would even make me even angrier. Okay. And like my kids would say, even when I would be upset, it would affect them as well.
Right.
Because they say,
see that.
Yes, they do. And then they say, when mama's not happy, nobody's
the whole happy house not happy.
It really is so true. So
right.
you know what? When my relationships, when I start focusing more on Christ and God being into the relationship, and when I start hearing more about how God has to be in a relationship, how relationships should be centered around God, and start focusing on that, and made up in my mind that that's what I'm going to focus on. Our relationship, I should say me, I could see the difference in me. That started changing. My husband and him, he started changing. And our focus was more on pleasing God first than pleasing each other. Yes. And a lot of things happen when you do that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm still mastering that because we really enjoy each other. Our children are grown, and we have, oh my God, I can't believe I have 3.5 grandsons.
Three and a half?
Yeah, I have 3.5 because, and they're so awesome.
Really?
Yes. I have 3 grandsons, and one is being born in about 2 weeks. So it'll be 4 grandsons. So it's like the best time of life. And God has blessed our children to be so. I have a beautiful daughter-in-law. My daughter is about to get married in September, and so the family God has just truly blessed our family.
Right.
And I think a lot has to do with us deciding to put Him in the center of our lives, and our children seeing how marriage is supposed to be, and how to focus on it, and what's important in a marriage and what's not important. And what's not important is you have to remove yourself.
Yes. What is it? The decreased self. Yes. And so that the marriage itself increases. Yes. Okay. I really like because, like I said, I enjoy talking to women who have been married for decades and decades, and they go, "Let me know what you're doing," because, like I said, I'm not saying I'm looking. I'm just saying, if you coming, brother, with that 750 credit score. I'm listening to wise women. I'm here for you, baby. So,
well, you said wise, and on my job, like I said, when I've been in this position this month, it's 20 years. when I got this position, the one thing I asked God for was wisdom to help me lead his people.
Yes.
Because I didn't know a lot. I wasn't expecting the position. But when I got it, it was like, okay, tell me, look, you Solomon prayed for wisdom. I'm asking for the same thing. He gave me wisdom, but not only that, just like Solomon, he gave me so much more. He gave me wisdom not only in my job, but in my marriage, in my relationships with people. And that's helped me so much. That's what I say. I don't see how people can do this journey without God.
And I absolutely agree with that, because in terms of, like you said, in terms of leadership, because you have to know. My mother would say you catch more flies with honey than with what is it, salt or vinegar, something is said. But I know that a good leader is someone that is able to encourage the people that's with them to do better. If people want to do better, then you're being encouraged by a good leader. And so, praying for wisdom so that you can lead is an important thing.
And the thing about leadership too is that you have to realize being a leader means that you're being a servant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, the thing about being a leader is, yes, you're leading people. But the point is you're there serving those people, just like Christ. He's our leader, but he taught us how to serve. And that's what we want to do. We want to have the heart of Christ, especially as a leader, because it affects the workplace a whole lot better.
Yes,
I'm not saying it's perfect, but when things come up, I go to God.
Yes.
I go to God, because even when I'm talking to people or people are talking to me about situations, while they're talking, and I know what my flesh wants to tell them.
Because I work with children, so I know.
Yeah, what the flesh. But while they're talking, I'm praying for God to tell me what it is that he wants me to say, what he wants me to do, how he wants me to handle this situation. And he just works.
Yes.
He just works. But you have to have that connection and that relationship with God. So that's what I feel is so much more important than anything, is having that major connection with God. Because he got you.
He sure does. Because look, I've been with myself for a while. And at first, especially when I first got divorced, I was very concerned about how am I going to pay these bills? How am I going to live? I mean, we're going to take care of myself. I mean, as teachers, we don't, not all teachers will take that salary during the summer. We get paid that lump sum and we keep it going. And so it's like, wow, okay, that's 2.5 months with no salary. How am I going to make it? And it's been years, almost 10, and I've said to myself, wow, I'm not struggling. I'm not, so I'm so grateful. But like I said, but that's what it is. Have that faithfulness. Continue to just say, God, you go take care of me, no matter what the situation look like. I'm going to trust you and believe in you, and it's going to always happen. So let's take that to heart, millennials. Now, here's a question that I have right now, the last question. What piece of advice would you give to a millennial female that would help her in her journey through life, in her future?
First of all, it is so vitally important to have that relationship with Christ. Okay, have your own personal relationship, not ones from mama or from daddy.
Grandma.
Your own. You get to know Christ yourself. Get to know him in an intimate way. And I'm saying intimate because it's a relationship.
Yes.
And once you establish that relationship with Christ, that's the most important thing. Everybody, and I truly believe that everybody is not meant to be married. Okay?
Right.
Marriage is not for everybody. But for those people that it is, okay, Christ. For those people that is not, Christ. God can make your life so much more better with him in it than with you looking for someone to put in your life. Okay? Don't go looking for someone. Allow God to bring you someone if he sees fits in his will for you to have someone. Because singleness, I'm looking at this lady.
Yes.
Singleness is a ministry, a blessed ministry within itself.
It is.
And marriage, I don't want my millennial sisters to fear marriage, because sometimes with the bad stigma that people put on marriage, it's not that. It's you have to have God in the relationship and remove yourself, because that's the main thing. Removing yourself. Marriage, you think, okay, what people have to do for me, my husband has to do for me. No, what can you do for him? 100%. It's not 50-50. It's 100%. Both of you giving 100%.
Right. That's
what makes it good. And with God in the center. Okay, nothing goes around God. Everything, and knowing your position.
Right.
That's a whole nother
topic. But I will say this. Listen, God first, man, then woman. I know some of y'all gonna tune me off, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Once I realized, you're right. Once I realized that, you have a role.
A role.
You can't be female
Right.
and decide you're the head of the household. So that's when the government went ahead and start removing the man from the household and putting that little check and thinking that the man, that's what you read. It's a whole different stuff. But I will say, I agree with you with that.
Yes.
You have to develop that relationship, because once you do that, being single is not a curse.
No,
you
it's
can
not.
actually live your most blessed life.
Yes,
and you
how much
understand
more freedom you have to do
yes,
for God.
and I travel a
Yes,
lot.
I know.
but you're right. You do have. Listen, that's why I say a lot of young single people should be heads of ministries, because you've got the time.
Yes.
And then you could build that relationship with God, because what you got to distract you? You don't have anybody. You're not focused on a man or a woman to distract you.
Exactly.
So get that relationship. I'm telling you, your life's gonna be a million times happier. Yeah. I love talking to this lady right here. She's the best. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. You ever want to just see that smile on her face and just get around some positive people? You need to come on down to First Baptist Church in College Hill.
Yes.
I build a lot of these relationships with these women at this church, and I'm telling you, don't worry when people say I'm church folks. Don't worry. They happy.
At First Baptist of College Hill, we will accept you.
You
open
accept
arms,
you, exactly.
And you can learn how to enjoy Christ just like we
us.
do.
and also just understand the fellowship that you have with other women, and it's particularly millennials. It's important. A lot of times we sweep aside our as we age, we tend to sweep aside those who are older than us. But you have to understand, with age comes wisdom.
That's right.
Wise. I want to spend. That's why I have to develop this series, because I want to show you that women who are more mature, we call them seasoned women. You can learn so much about life from these women, and they've already made the mistakes. Yes. So why would you want to copy? Exactly. To make the mistake. Listen, teach me so I don't make that same mistake again. Yes. And I want to thank you for spending your time with me.
Oh, you're so welcome. I certainly enjoyed it.
And we learned. You're welcome. And we learned so much things about ourselves that we didn't realize the whole time. She's related to my neighbor.
My sister-in-law.
Right across the street.
Hey, Pat.
All right, guys, it's the Diva D from Carved Down Divas. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Spirit fingers. Bye.